Hi class, this is a quick video on the informal or logical fallacies work that we're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks. So if you notice for this assignment, it's not due until the end or later next week. And the reason that is because it would be good if you can get started on going through this module page, but I know that you have the essay coming up. I'm not necessarily expecting you to do all of the work for it this week, because I know you have the other assignments for this week and you have the final draft for your essay that you're working on. But I do think that it's a good thing to at least take a peek at, and if you need a break, you can watch some of the videos or something like that. And so that's why it's in this week's module, but it's not due until next week. Of course, if you do want to do it this week, you can turn it in. That's great, that's fine. And yeah, I enjoy going over informal or logical fallacies. In this class, we don't spend a whole lot of time on learning every single fallacy. That's something that you will probably do if you take English next semester or in your next English class that's more focused on critical thinking and argument. But I do think that as we are writing an argumentative paper, it's very helpful to be aware of not necessarily every single fallacy, but how the fallacies are weak. And so first of all, what is an informal or logical fallacy? When I learned this, we called them logical fallacies, but if you've taken philosophy and you've learned about formal fallacies, you can see how these are different. It's not necessarily the symbols and everything like that and the formulas, but it's more looking at errors in argument, or where an argument is weak in its claim or reason, usually in reasons. And these are common errors, so that's why we've come up with names for them. And one thing that I want to point out before you get into going through some of the fallacies in the videos and the worksheet is that I see these as important because I think that it's important to be aware of strengths and weaknesses in arguments. When you're using them on other people and when other people are trying to use them on you. Being aware of fallacies is useful when you can use that to strengthen your own argument, right? To anticipate when someone might have objections to the way that you're arguing something, and then to be able to use that to strengthen your own argument, and then also to identify where and how someone else's argument is weak and use that against their argument. Sometimes I'll see people, arguing in comment sections or YouTube comment sections about, oh, that's a straw man argument, or that's a red herring, which is great to be able to identify those things. But if you're talking to a person who doesn't know what those terms mean, that doesn't necessarily help you win an argument, right? It's basically just saying, oh, you made that mistake. But it's not necessarily using strong reasoning in order to bolster your own claims and to, again, strengthen your argument, which is what we care about most, right? So I don't spend a lot of time in this class, 100, identifying logical fallacies, but more getting an overall awareness of how to have strong claims and reasons versus what are common errors in weak claims and reasons. So with that being said, next you're going to watch the short video on different types of fallacies with some examples. There's also a handout for you to go over, and then some short videos from pop culture and examples that we might be more familiar with to watch as well. Email me if you have any questions, and I will talk to you later.